Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and an intriguing puzzle today. A chance for me to do a puzzle by a frayed knot, who I think Simon has done 6 times on the channel. I did check the catalogue maintained by Backpower before, and that seems to be right. So I get a chance today. That's great. I'm looking forward to it. Now, few things. Obviously, if you're watching this live, you're missing the stream. Simon is streaming The Witness when I say if you're watching this live, I mean as soon as uploaded. I'm not recording it live, although Simon will be solving the puzzles in The Witness live over on that live stream at the moment. So do have a look at that and come back to this later. I don't mind at all. If you're staying with me, then you remain one of my favorite people, as always. Now, we also have the Looney Tunes puzzle hunt going on, the Sudoku hunt on Patreon. If you've joined Patreon and struggled through that, do send us a solution within the next week. We'll be closing it on the 20th, and also, of course, you can look on the link under the video for all our merchandise and apps and stuff like that. So do have a think about all that. And now let's have a look at the rules of diagonal mode. Normal Sudoku rules apply. External clues show the digit which repeats most along the pointed diagonal. No other digit may repeat equally as much. So on this diagonal, the digit that appears most is 3, and no other digit appears as many times as 3 does. So it's a really simple rule set. I've never seen it used before, I don't think, but I'm slightly intrigued that we can end up with almost as few clues as a classic Sudoku in this, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure I've got my head fully around what this means yet, but anyway, do give it a try on the link under the video, and I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. Well, yeah, okay, so actually we do get a start, because this 2 diagonal has to have more 2's than any other number. There's clearly a 6 on the diagonal already, so we have to have at least 2 2's, and that's the most we can have, and that needs a 2 here and a 2 in one of those cells. So we get a digit from that. Oh, look, yes, okay. Yeah, now we have to expand that case out a bit. We're not given any digits on this diagonal, but obviously there must be different digits in this box. So there must be a digit that's not a 2 on it. That's a knowledge bomb, but a fairly fatuous piece of reasoning. Now that means there have to be more than whatever that digit is in 2's. So there have to be 2 2's, but this cell can't be 1 because it's now got a 2 in its row. Therefore we have to get 2 2's into these cells, and we get 1 here and 1 in one of those 2. I mean, I suppose we also know that the other digit in those 2 cells and this one have to be different, but I don't see us being able to use that for a while. Okay. So also this 1 clue, there's a 2 on that, obviously. So we need 2 1's on it. So all of these highlighted cells are the only positions for 1 available in those 2 boxes. There must be a 1 in one of those 3 cells, and there must be a 1 there. Now we've got other 1 clues. There's 1 here. So again, there have to be 2 1's on that to exceed other digits. I was gonna say this diagonal isn't as helpful, but actually it is just as helpful, and that's for the reason that we've already got 2 4's on it. So now we know we need at least 3 1's. We've got 3 boxes, so each of those has to have a 1 in one of those positions. And yes, there is an X-wing, a sort of skewed X-wing. I don't know where the 1's go here, but I do know that one of them is in column 5 and one of them is in column 4. And that means that's going to use up the 1's for column 5 and column 4. This cell can't be a 1, and now we know where the 1 is in box 8. And that might lead us to 1's around the grid a bit. Or it might not. Yes, it does, because now we have a similar X-wing here in rows 4 and 5 this time, because we've narrowed the position for 1 in box 4 down to those 2 cells, and in box 5 down to those 2, then we've used up the 1s for rows 4 and 5, and this can't be a 1. So same deal, different orientation. Now this can't be a 1, which doesn't help place the 2, but it gives us the 1 in box 3. And the 1 clues have been quite good there. Right, am I missing something else immediate? One of these, one of these, one of these. Where does 1 go in box 1? Don't know. Ah, hang on. Yes, this is good. Right, look at this diagonal. This is quite a hard diagonal to see. I think I'm going to colour it. Let's look at this 3 diagonal. Now, oh yeah, this is lovely. Although this is going through 5 boxes, which really narrows down our ability to know how many 3s there are or other numbers. Look what happens if you put a 1 in this cell. That forces a 1 into this cell because of the positions of 1 in box 2. And that means there would now be 3 1s on the diagonal and only 2 other boxes to put 3s in. So that's not possible. So that and that, in fact, are not 1s. And we can fill in 3 more 1s there and there, and now here. And this is clever, isn't it? So the 1 in box 9 is down here. The 1 in box 1 we must be able to do as well. I think it's here. That's lovely. That fixes where the 2 goes in box 1. That fixes the 2 in box 3. Isn't this clever? I mean, I like this puzzle. It's doing unusual things in a lovely way. We get a 2 in one of those cells. Now, we're going to have to think about some of these other long diagonals. We've sort of dealt with this clue. Sorry, let me highlight. No, I don't know. I was going to say we've dealt with some of these clues. This one we've definitely dealt with. Oh no, not entirely. We now know we can't put a 6 here, so there are still deductions to be made. In this one, we can't have a repeated digit apart from the 1. I mean, in this one, I suppose we can't put 4s there or there, but yeah, we're just going to have to keep an eye on them all the time. Oh, I've only just seen this 3 clue at the bottom. Right, well, that gives us a 3 there and a 3 in one of these 2 cells. Ah, I can see why that's interesting. A 3 in one of those 2 cells is good because look at this 3 clue in the bottom corner. Yes, that's lovely. Right, now how many 3s can we put on this diagonal? Well, it's a maximum of 3 originally, but now look at the position of 3s in box 7. We can't get one in there because that's not one of the possible positions. So now we know that this diagonal has 3s on that diagonal in both of those boxes, and we know that there's not more than 1 of any other digit. If this was a diagonal puzzle where they all had to be different, obviously there'd be 1 each of 1 to 9. Now we know that there are 2 3s, 1 each of 8 of 7 other digits. But look, we know there's no 1 on it because we've filled in all the ones in the grid and none are on that. So this diagonal must be made up of 2 3s, 1 2, and 1 each of everything from 4 to 8. That's weird. Ah, right, the 2 we've narrowed down to one of these 2 cells, so that is not a 2 on that diagonal. Okay, I'm colouring this one as well. Let's go red. I don't know why. So 2 is in one of those 2 cells and not there. So now we know this is a 2, which places the 3. Now we must have some Sudoku to do, actually. There's a 3 in one of those 2 cells. I mean, I bet it's there, but we don't know. 7 is confined in this box, and 6. This 7 and this 6 and the position of the 1, 2, 3, 4 we've got are helpful. There's not very many. repeated digits. Right, 4 there and 4 there. So 4's in one of these 3 cells. Yeah, there's not a lot of Sudoku we can do. I'm a bit scared of this 5 diagonal because we have nothing on it and it passes through 5 boxes, so it doesn't seem very helpful. But we've sort of begun to look at every other clue. Oh, look, there's got to be a 6 on this red diagonal, and it can't be in any of those cells or that one. So 6 is in one of those 2. The reason, remember, there has to be a 6 is because there is one of every number, apart from 1 of which there are none and 3 of which there are 2. 7 is in one of those. Not that one, actually, because that's got a 7 pair looking at it. Okay, I can't see much else. Right, let's have a look again at this 3 diagonal. Right, we've now got 4 places for 3's. Don't know how that helps. Wow, how do we progress from here? What am I missing? Come on this diagonal, that can't be a 5, but no other new information from the clue is really there. Is it? Oh, look, 3 can't be here in the central box because of these positions for 3. Right, so now, there are 3 boxes where 3 can go. Oh, no, 3 can't go here because of this 1 diagonal. We can't have 2 3's on that, so that's not a 3. So there are 2 boxes where 3 can go. There is a maximum number and therefore also a minimum of 2 3's on this. And we can put the 3 in here and here because it can't go there. Right, so that's all the 3's. And these others are not 3's because we've worked that out. They're also not 1's, 2's or 7's because that would involve a repeat, which would match the number of 3's. Oh look, yeah, now these 2 cells can't be 3's because of the 3's we've just put in the grid. So we know where 3 is in this box. That tells us where 6 is. That gives us a 6 down here somewhere. Gives us a 6 in one of those 2 cells. Oh, which place is the 6 in column 6? Yes. Where can you put a 6 in column 6? Only here. 6 there. We're on the verge of having done all the 6's. No, well, boxes 1, 2 and 4 are being resistant. We've got 4, 5 and 9 to place in box 3. This is an interesting, it's sort of getting harder as it goes along for me. Still nothing on these 5's. Oh no, let's first of all remember this one needs different numbers. 3, 2, 1, 7. So I don't know. 4, 5, 6, 8 and 9 are the other possibilities, but there's quite a few of those around. Okay. It's weird what you have to think about in this one. Right, 7 is in one of those cells. 7, 6, 3. There is a 3 here and a 2, not necessarily a 4 though. There isn't a 1 on it. Right. 2 and 3 and 6 are all done. 7's down at the bottom. 4, 5, 8 and 9 still to be placed. I don't know. Oh, 3, 3, the rivals. 1, 3 goes in there, and 1, 3 goes in one of these 2 cells. That can't be a 3. I haven't been looking at 3's enough. Oh, this is a 3. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's going to tidy up all the 3s all of a sudden, and just because I wasn't paying any attention. Maybe I just wasn't expecting a grid in which there was no 3 in a corner, losing its religion. Right. So that's 3s all done, I think. Now we've got 5, 8 and 9 to place in column 6. Bit of pencil marking, never did anyone any harm. Probably not true. Maybe we have to start thinking about what causes too many instances of a digit on a line. Yeah, that might be the way to go. Oh no, look, 7's in one of those cells, so this can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7. So now we've got an 8, 9 pair along the bottom. And a 4, 7 pair, and I should have put 2 in the grid, obviously, a long time ago. But we're getting it now. I'm catching up. Ah, that puts 2 in the middle cell. And 2 here. And I think I'm suddenly done with 2. Sorry, they could have been finished off before. It's hard, though. This is where people will blame me for doing hard stuff rather than easy stuff. Well, if you're just not spotting the easy stuff, that doesn't work as well. So, now we've got 2 3s on this diagonal. So we need at least 3 5s, but there are 4 boxes in which 5 can go. But hang on, this cell can't be a 5 because it sees 2 of the opportunities. Then you'd be, if that was a 5, those couldn't be 5s, and you could only put 2 on the diagonal, and there's already 2 3s on it. Right, so that's not a 5. That disambiguates that to be a 9. Look, same here, beautiful. That sees that cell and that cell. So if the red one was a 5, the 2 purples couldn't be, and again, you could only get 2 5s on the purple diagonal. So that is a 4. 5 now goes here. 5 in column 6 goes here. That's ruling out this as a possible 5. So we've got 4 left. Not done yet then. No, we are done because that can't be a 5 either. So we've got to get 3 5s on this diagonal, and they must be in those 3 cells. Ha ha! That's brilliant. I mean, I can't tell you how good that construction is. This is an 8 to finish off the column. 5 and an 8 here. We don't really, in fact, since they can't be the same because they're in the same box, wouldn't even matter if they could. You couldn't get 3 of them. So that's done. Now, in this column, we've got this diagonal. We've got our 2 3s. We've got 2, 4, and 6. We can't repeat the 4. So this is a 7. This is not a 7. Now 7 in column 3 is here. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant how this unfolds. I mean, I am gobsmacked. 4 or 9 here. 4. This can't be a 4 because 4 is now constrained to those 2 cells. So that's 7 or 9. 4, 7 or 9 there. Now, these other 3 on the diagonal have to be 5, 8 and 9. Well, we know where the 5 goes. That's here because we've got 5s looking at the other 2. So those, no, these are not just 8 or 9. They're an 8, 9 pair. Are they looking at this? Ooh, who's looking at this? No, I'll tell you what. We've got an 8, 9 pair looking at this. That's a 6. I am quite interested in this cell. I think it's 4 or 7 because it sees 1, 8 and 1, 9 in those 2. And it can also see 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. 5 goes here now. Actually, it's just regular Sudoku, isn't it? That's a 4. That is 8 or 9. 3, 4, 1. So 7, 8, 9 in these 3. That one can't be the 7. Let's take out the pencil mark. 6, 8, 9 up here in a triple as useful as a chocolate teapot. We get a 4 there. Yes, we get a 4 here. That sorts out this cell. It was useful. That's 8 or 9 as well. An 8-9 pair gives us 4 here, 4 here. This is part of a 7-9 pair. 7-9 pair, I say, and I find another one in column 7. That gives us a 4 there. Don't think that diagonal matters anymore. Don't think many of them do actually now. We seem to have been past that. 5 goes here. 7, 8, and 9 to go in the column. And we're down to pencil marks for everything. I'm kind of worried I'm running out of clues to use. Oh, this can't be 4. There's a 4 in its column already. Okay, so 4 goes here. This is another 8, 9. We've got 8 9s all over the place. In fact, we've got a 7, 8, 9 triple there. That's a 6. Oh, lovely. This yellow diagonal does disambiguate its last cell because it's already got an 8 on it now. So that has to be a 9. Oh, that is amazing. Everything this puzzle does is a form of magic. 9 there on the diagonal, that means 8 here. It's such a clever use of the rule. It's so elegant. 7-9 pair there gives us an 8. By which I mean that this business about you have to have more 3s than anything else, but then you have to have fewer anything else's than 3s, and that really turns the rule around. It sort of feels a bit like a negative constraint. It's not actually, but it's very cleverly used. And I think we're finishing now. I really do. We're going to get to that chocolate teapot in a moment and just be able to write them in. Yeah, there we go. 6, 9, 8, and that should do it. What a brilliant puzzle. That is classic stuff by Afraid Not, who is a superb constructor. I do hope you had a go at that and found your way through it, and I hope you found your way through it in a similar way, because that was really entertaining. Well, possibly not for you. It was very entertaining for me, and thank you very much for watching. If you've taken a break from the live stream to see it, great. If you are going to the live stream now, even better. If you've come to this after the live stream, I don't mind at all. Thank you very much for watching. And I very much hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.